Coming up next, the Pelicans taking on the Warriors. For New Orleans, the journey of a new season starts now. The challenges of the past have become fuel to create a path to success. Warriors, Pelicans, and back in a moment for the tip-off. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get DH it. Well, he sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. Now, Golden State's starting five. Reed out there with Embiid. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the one. And for New Orleans, we've got Morant. Towns is out there with Wilkins. Then there's Doncic, and it's Wade in at the two. Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
They get it back. It's stolen by Wilkins. The pass to Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
And you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Here's Johnson. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Towns kicks to Doncic. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Pulls it from 20. It's rebounded by Towns. Doncic outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pulls it from the elbow. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Outside Jordan, over Wade, and the rejection by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Embiid. Outside for Jordan. Back to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Warriors miss again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Embiid. That one's off, still out of sync.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Scooped up. Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Here's Morant. They grab their own miss. Here's Towns. Here's Wilkins. They shoot again. No good that time. Good D by Embiid. Warriors trail by 10. Baseline J on the way. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
There are very few guys in this league who make dunking a true art form. Neek is one of those guys.
Johnson kicks to Reed. Jordan high post. A fadeaway. Pelicans with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Morant. Towns down low. He's against Jordan. 11 feet away. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Thompson. Doncic with the steal. And the dunk by Doncic.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
And Wilkins gets it to go. Wilkins has got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Wade passes to Doncic. He lobs it up, and it's Wilkins finishing it off.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Stolen by Wade. Morant with a wide-open look. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New Orleans in command with a 16. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being...
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
D-Wade out.
Mercy, mercy me.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. And it's Wall with the ball for the Warriors. It's a 16-point game. They host the 76ers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. That's good from Teague on the assist by Wade. Teague's got his second basket.
How many times times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now. Well, you look at Jeff Teague, and his game does not have a lot of flash, but his handles, those are rush hour caliber. This guy has that ball on the string, folks.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last 3 years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Now here's Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. And with Teague, Clark doesn't do anything flashy, but the stats do add up.
Yeah, he's very steady and quiet, understated. But you watch him out there, and he's a competitor now. Before last year, Teague had made the playoffs 9 straight years in a row, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Simmons. High post, Gobert. Beasley outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Siakam against Beasley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mark, who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. Now here's Beasley. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. The pass to Simmons. Here's Gafford. Excellent D from Cancer. Pelicans leading by 16. The shot by Wade, wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Wade's got 11.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Simmons kicks the wall. Pass to Gafford. Siakam against Beasley. Here's the three. That shot off. And New Orleans will come the other way. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Now here's Simmons. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Wade against Wall. Wade gets the bucket. He's got 13.
And you gotta like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So for the Pelicans, Wilkins is checked in for Yao. Doncic comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Morant in for Jeff Teague. Now, here's Thompson. New Orleans leading by 21. Here's Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
Man, I like watching Wade get up for the dunk. You know, he's in the twilight of his career, but still showing how high he can get on those slams. Impressive.
Jordan against Wade. The drive by Jordan. The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Towns, who's checked in for the Pelicans.
For some, he is the GOAT. Michael Jordan, greatest of all time, legend, arguably the best player of all time. That's a debate for another time, but the epitome of greatness is for sure.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
There's Morant after Magic Johnson's bucket. Passes it to Towns. Now Morant. Reed covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
And he makes both free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Wilkins with the ball. He's got 8. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's Towns. Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for New Orleans.
Kevin, thank you. Jeff, you guys had a great...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq, and Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 4 assists. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Joel Embiid out there with Thompson. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then it's Reed. And it's Jordan in at the 2 spot.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Johnson, the pass to Jordan. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Johnson. Morant reaches to Towns. Wilkins trying to get open. It's blocked. Here's Johnson. Now the feed to Reed. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
When it comes to distributing the ball, nobody does it better than Magic. When one of his guys has a clean look, the ball is there quickly and on target.
Here's Wade. Again, the Pelicans score.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Wade surveying the D. But they'll get another chance. Towns, the pass to Wilkins. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holmes checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Gobert, he's checked in for Embiid. And stolen by Jordan. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Moving it up. Towns with the steal. Wade against Jordan. And it's Wade penetrating. No good on that one. Great D that time from Jordan. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Doncic outside. Over Johnson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Thompson outside. Gobert with it. Holmes on him. Nice shot by Gobert.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Wade. Here's Towns. Doesn't go that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Thompson surveying the floor. Johnson finds Gobert. Here's Reed. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Towns, the pass to Holmes. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state. And being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings, that's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Pass to Wall. 1:52 left in the third. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, one of the things I like about Wall, Kevin, is he really takes on the defense, plays downhill. When he's driving inside, he is committed to scoring over the defense.
Over to the left wing. Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. It's 2-on-1. Pulls up for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. New Orleans leading by 17. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. And the pass to Reed. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Reed's got 6.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Doncic kicks to Morant. On the clock. Poke loose. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Beasley dishes to Reed. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Jordan, and then slammed in by Jordan.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
Now here's Morant. T right on him. Yep, that one goes. He has 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside Jordan. Fires the 3. Got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New Orleans riding a 15. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Wilkins, Luka Doncic out there with Morant. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Yao in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Clock at 6. Embiid, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
All taking his time here. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Wilkins. Yao, the pass to Wilkins. But they get it back.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Outside Wall. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the dunk by Doncic.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
So for the Pelicans, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Yao, and Dwayne Wade subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Pass to Thompson. Here's Embiid. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score, and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Gafford passes to Jordan. Kicks it to Embiid. Johnson outside. Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Towns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The kick out to Wilkins. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New Orleans.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Johnson. They get it again. Embiid. Thompson for the triple. No good on the shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wade outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Doncic finds Wade. Back to Towns. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Morant missing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Mark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Johnson attacking, and he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pelicans.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Wade.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Enes Kanter's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Wilkins. Siakam is checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Teague in for Morant.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Now here's Teague. Passes to Siakam. Wade outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Teague, the pass to Holmes, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Simmons against Teague. 4 on the shot clock. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such...
Are you kidding me? Nasty. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the